We're back with the Bushes, who have always been so gracious to me personally and to our staff at the White House, at their home in Kennebunkport, here in Houston as well. We've had a closeness that hard to describe over these years. Spent so much time together. It's great knowing them and talking to them and seeing them. Special to me here tonight. You also disclose, Barbara, George discloses something very personal about you, which he says you gave him special permission to write about. He wrote that when you once had a miscarriage, you showed him the fetus in the jar.
Now, really,
we touched on it before, but we didn't elaborate.
Put it in the jar.
What?
It's not in the library. No,
I know.
George, Paola put it in a jar, and I was shocked when she gave it to him but your memories dim a little bit, but anyway, but he was
very...
You're
shocked that he put it in the book?
No, he asked permission, and I gave him permission if it's his book. And I think he was trying to say that he and I have a very special relationship.
There's a poignant story you tell about your mom having a miscarriage when you were just a teenager.
Yeah.
And you were the one who drove her to the hospital, and you write, quote, "I never expected to see the remains of the fetus, which she had saved in a jar to bring to the hospital. There was a human life, a little brother or sister." You and she had never talked publicly about this story until she gave you permission.
Right.
To write about it in this book.
And that's why you're asking me, because had my mother said, "Son, I don't want you talking about it," it wouldn't have been in the book. I put the story in the book as a part of the tale. I thought it was very important for people to understand my relationship with my mom.
What'd you learn about her through that experience?
One, she trusted me. And when you're a teenage kid, you know, you're kind of self-absorbed person, and your mom says, "I trust you," it's a boost in confidence. And my mom is what I learned was she's a straightforward person.
Right.
She says to her teenage kid, "Here's a fetus."
It's also, though, impossible not to draw parallels between that moment where you said this was a little brother or sister and your views on life.
That's
and
true.
When it begins.
No question that affected me, my philosophy that we should respect life. And I was a pro-life president, but the purpose of the story really wasn't to try to show the evolution of a pro-life point of view. It's really to show how my mom and I developed a relationship. Here's a fetus. Here's a fetus.